Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So, had to take a weekend off, basically, but I'm back here again on a Monday with another video for you all. So, first things first, I want to get this out of the way. I want to do a quick little exercise, and I want to show all of you all how to find my email to contact me, because for whatever reason, a lot of you are those of you that ask for it are struggling to find it. So, I'm going to show that right off the bat, and then we'll go over our three favorite funds. So first, let's get started with this. So if you all know how to navigate YouTube and you navigate to my channel, there are, let's see, three, six, there's about 8 tabs. There's a home tab, there's a videos tab, there's a shorts tab, a live tab where most of these videos are. And there's a playlist tab, which actually there's other stuff I've talked about before that's non-dividend related, believe it or not. And there's a community tab where all the polls are and funny stuff I post and whatnot. And then there's a channels tab, which is other channels that I'm subscribed to. And there's an about tab. Now, if you look at the about tab, if you scroll down just a little bit and get past all this description and stuff like that, at the bottom, you'll find something that says details for business inquiries. And there's a kind of an oval shaped rectangle that says view email address. And if you click on that, what happens? You get an email address. So this email address here that you see, lifechangingfinancialconsults@gmail.com, that would be the email address that you would email to email me something detailed. So hopefully you all can find that, because I know at least 2 of you in the comments have struggled with that. And, I don't know what else to say. I know I've gone over this a couple times now. I mean, we're all, we're a very smart audience. We grasp complex numbers, we grasp finances and whatnot. So we should be able to find an email address if we need to, right? So wanted to get that out of the way first. Now let's see how we're doing here. I've got 4 of you on. So hopefully post in the comment section. If anyone still doesn't know how to find my email, post in the comment section, please. So let me stop sharing that. Just wanted to get that out of the way first. Now let's go over TSLY first. So I guess we'll go to Yahoo Finance, since I still haven't quite figured anything else out yet. I know I'm stubborn, right? So let's go back here. Market's been kind of choppy again as usual. Wish we could get back to those bull market days of 2017 to 2021. That would be really awesome. I guess things were too easy. Life only gets harder the older we get. So let's see now. All right, Yahoo Finance. Okay, so all the futures are down tomorrow. I thought we had gotten most of the major economic news out of the way that was coming. So not really sure what's going on, honestly, why things are down. But Apple was down today. NVDY was up $6, but it lost a lot the day before. And here is OARK, which we're not necessarily going to discuss here, but we could. TSLY was down again, APLY was down, and NVDY was up. So let's look at TSLY first. And then I will let those of you join who are going to join, let some comments build up, and then we'll get into comments and whatnot and have fun like we always do. But for those of you just joining, if anyone doesn't know how to find my email address, please let me know. So I think I've gone over it twice, but I'll go over it as much as I need to. All right, so TSLY is at $13.30 as of close of market today, down 14 cents or 1.04%. So we're not quite rebounding to where we want to be, where we were, we were at March 1st, 1773. And then we dropped here, came back up to 1737. And somewhere around this time is when I actually learned about this fund. I'm trying to remember when exactly. I think some of you told me about it. By March 31st, we were back up to 1725. I know I think I got in April 17th, right before the earnings. Should have waited a few days, of course, because it dropped all the way to 1266 and hasn't really rebounded much since then. So the dividend, which I believe we just got today, haven't even checked, honestly, but I believe today was our dividend payout day. So let's check that. And let's see, we got Well, May 5th was the ex-dividend date, but I think it just credited today. So that was a 44-cent dividend. So annualized, we're at 44 cents times 12. That's 528 divided by 1330. So we're at about 40% still, roughly. Now let's go to APLY, our second favorite one. This is probably the most stable of the three. And I think we're going to get a dividend in June. I think that's the general consensus, because that seems to be the time frame around when these things happen. Door Gunner showed up and said, hey, thanks for the first comment of the evening here. Hopefully many more to come. I see 8 of you on, so let's get some comments going. Anybody know how to find my email or not? Let me know. So, okay, here is APLY. So APLY is 2088, down 12 cents today, or 0.57%. And it was up 43 cents in the after hours. That's 2.06%, or 43 cents to 21.31. And this one just went public on April 17th. So this one isn't even a month old yet. So let's see. We've actually been, going up. I mean, we're up like 70 cents since inception. We've been as high as 2107 or 2123. But this one, like I say, of the three, this is probably our most stable of the three. So I like APLY. I might get into some of this once I pay some bills off. And then let's see, the third one is going to be our newest one, the NVDY. NVDY, Title ETF Trust YieldMax NVD. And then what we'll do kind of a market review, which will help me also get a better understanding of what's been going on in the market. Of course, talking to all of you on here, helps that significantly. Okay, so net asset value suggests we're already overvalued in the NVDY. 2015, so we were up 1.58% today, or 31 cents. In the after hours, we're up 22 cents, or 1.11%, 3 ones. That's a good number, right? Volume, average volume, 52-week range, which is more like 5.2 days, if that, because this is brand new. So really 5 days. Well, not even business days, right? Because today's the 15th. So that was 10th, 11th, 12th. So this is like really the 4th day that this has even been trading. So we'll see what this one does, because NVIDIA could be close to its peak. So, of the three, I mean, these are all traditionally good stocks, good tech stocks, but the APLY might be the best one of the three. Now let's see how we're doing here with comments. Well, let's see here. Okay, all comments coming in from the same person so far. NVDY a July dividend, probably, because we're waiting on APLY, which should be in June. Coinbase, I don't even want to touch Coinbase. Yeah, that one could be wild, especially when the next Bitcoin halving hits in April next year. Oh, wow. I haven't even been following that, really. Crypto will start to climb, and I bet Coinbase. Oh, you think so? So you think crypto's going to start climbing again? I've just, honestly, I haven't even enthusiastically looked at my crypto since 2021 when it was doing well. I haven't sold anything, but I'm just kind of like doing this. I'm on Coinbase. Like, that's where I hold most of my crypto. But anyway. By the way, Door Gunner, do you know how to find my email if you need to? Not that you've tried to email me, but I'm just doing a poll here because I've got some others that are struggling to find my email, even though there's an email address on the channel page. So I just I'm kind of polling to see, who can find it. Let's see. Crypto goes in 4-year cycles based on the BTC halving cycle. Really? Huh, I should know that. I feel like lately you guys are teaching me more than I'm teaching you, and I'm the coach. So what does that say? So you're saying you don't know how to find my email address. So if anyone wanted to email me, let me go over this again here. I'll go over this as often as I need to. So I'm going to go back to my channel page. Okay, I have an email for what's called business inquiries and things like that. So sometimes, there's things that you all want to tell me, maybe privately, or it can't fit in a comment or whatnot. So what you're going to want to do is you're subscribed to my channel. So what you have to do is navigate over here. let's see. And really, this should be a lot easier than crunching numbers and stuff like that. We're all savvy finance people, but this should be the easy part. But for a lot of us, this is the hard part, I guess. So, okay, let me make sure I'm sharing properly. All right, so this is my channel description page. You can see channel description. In the middle, you're going to see details. And what do we have in the very middle of the screen? We have an email address. So that's the email address you're going to want to use. Now, for all of you all, you're going to get like a CAPTCHA, and you're going to have to put in, make sure you're not a robot and whatnot. Some of you may be, but most of you aren't. I think all of us aren't. So just prove that you're not, and once you've done that, you get access to the email address. And what you want to do, use that email address to send me anything, like any long articles or things you want to tell me, or if you have a special guest you want to get on the live stream, things like that. So I'm trying to make sure people know how to find this stuff. So that's that. And I'll go over it, as much as I need to. Okay, let's see here. Bitcoin hash rate cuts in half every 4 years. This drives up demand and supply. No, that makes sense. I agree. Bitcoin goes parabolic followed by the altcoins. It's a predictable cycle. No, I mean, the logic makes sense to me, but you're saying next April? So then I guess we should all be buying into crypto before then. Yeah, it makes sense. It totally does. So now let's see here. Since you represent all the comments this evening, we've got 12 of you on, so I need some more comments, people. So cough them up. Now, let's see, what else? Oh, market. Let's go over the markets, because I went over the 3 funds already. Any questions that any of you all have about the 3 funds? Any questions for the coach here? Like I say, sometimes I learn more from you guys than you learn from me. But let's see here. Okay, back to Yahoo Finance. Share screen. Yeah, I'll try to be more consistent here. I just kind of like I was away for the weekend, so it had a different backdrop. I know that this backdrop back here is definitely the fan favorite, but I don't know. I could have probably cranked something out, but it's okay. It was Mother's Day weekend and whatnot, so hope you all had a good Mother's Day weekend for my mostly male audience. Okay. Oh, market indices. All right. So let's start with the Dow. Oh, this is going to show me the futures. It's funny. I actually met a futures trader over the weekend. And I knew they were because when they give you like the YM equals F, or when they give you like the /ES, that's futures. I know enough about futures to know that. So, but this isn't going to tell me what I want. So let's do this here. Actually, you know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to go to Google Finance instead, because Yahoo's not going to give me what I want. So let's do that. Let's see here. How about that? The #1 hit when you type in finance on Google, it gives you Yahoo Finance. How about that? All right, let's see. Make sure our screen share is correct here. And oh, all the comments are still coming from Door Gunner. Well, I'll read them anyway. I have been dollar cost averaging into crypto since the last bull run, prepping for the next bull run. Well, good for you. Long-term planning here. Plan to cash out of my crypto then and drop my crypto profits into dividend stocks. Cash out after the next bull run, as you're claiming. So let me ask you, how would you time that? Because if you're gonna get out at the peak, you're gonna be paying a premium for dividend stocks too, right? So what are your thoughts on that? Because I know we all want it. It's like buying a house. You want to buy cheap, buy low, sell high, but you want to buy a house cheap. You want to sell it for peak dollar, and then you want to find a deal again. But sometimes you got to pay a higher price because you sold at a higher price. That's the way the markets work. And let's see. You said anyone into the Credit Suisse covered call ETFs. Give me some tickers. I'll cover them eventually here. Oh, finally a non-door gunner comment. Glenn Furs, contemplating selling puts on Apple, but would prefer to sell puts on APLY. Would love to hear your thoughts. Well, so why would you do that? Because APLY is already an option strategy. So aren't you kind of like duplicating efforts? Or are you thinking you get like extra leverage from that? Because I would do something like that on an ETF, like UPRO, which is triple levered for the S&P, which unfortunately, we're getting into the summer months now, and we're not on a bull run in the S&P yet. I was kind of hoping things would smooth out, but I guess I'm still spoiled by the market we had from like 2017 to 2021. But it is what it is. But I was hoping, because I have some of those, I was hoping for a nice bull run in the S&P. But if you're looking to add like extra leverage through options, I would probably do it on an ETF. Otherwise, you'll have to kind of clarify your strategy a little bit more for me. Stocks might be higher, but not nearly as high as crypto prices. So you think we're going to go back to like 2021, like crazy levels? Because some people say, in 2021, there was a direct correlation between stimulus money put into the economy, and crypto prices. So do you think that's going to happen again? Because I feel like there's so many variables. You're not comparing apples to apples. You're not holding everything equal, so to speak. There's so many variables. So, I mean, your theory sounds like it has merit. It sounds logical, but I just feel like there's other variables that we may not be considering there. But I hope you're right. That's all I can say. So let's look at how the market has been doing. Oh, SLVO and USOI. Is this silver? Let me see here. Silver, let's see. Oh, Credit Suisse. Credit Suisse. Oh, this seems kind of high. $78. You want to pay $78 for this when you could have TSLY for 13? I know. I'm not looking at the big picture, I guess. But let's see. USOI. Oh, these are both Credit Suisse, but these are both kind of expensive. $75. It's kind of expensive. So, all right. Let me try to go and review how the market's done here. Try to get our bearings here. Okay. All right. The Dow. How has the Dow been doing? I know the Dow is not really representative of the market. That's why we don't spend too much time on it, but we'll spend a little bit of time. So over the last 5 days, we were May 9th. We were 33,636. So we've lost almost 300 points. Some big swings here. May 10th, we went here, bottomed out here, 33,152. We've come back a couple hundred, but very volatile for sure. 33,356. Now let's look at the S&P over the last 5 days. Okay, so we were 4,125. Haven't fluctuated too much in the S&P, but we're not really seeing that much of a bull run. I think we're up this year overall. We're up from 38.24. So we're up like 8% in the S&P year to date. I should have looked at that in the Dow. Let me go back real quick. Year to date in the Dow, we're up 0.6%. Here, we're up 8.16%. NASDAQ, we should be roaring back because we got crushed last year. So let's look at the last 5 days here. 12,209. So we're up like 150 or so, rough estimate. A lot of fluctuation though, but you can see an uptrend here. Year to date, we're up 20% in the NASDAQ. Dang, I should have just dumped everything into the NASDAQ large cap fund. How about that? I'll just time travel and go back and 100% allocation into that. That's the best way to invest, right? If you had a time machine. All right, so that's the NASDAQ. I guess we'll look at the Russell, and we've got the VIX up here too. So let's see. Russell is up like the Dow, not even a full percent, 0.62. So we're up like 11 points, not even 11 points. We're up to 2,000, February 2nd. And then let's look at the VIX here. VIX. VIX is down 5.78%. Okay, so we do have some, like the NASDAQ and the S&P, we're up really nice in two of them at least. So that's that. Let's see what else we got here. It's a Monday night, so I know there's some games going on and stuff. Oh, had some more of you show up here. We got 18 of you so far. This may turn into a good live stream after all. All right, now let me see here. Got a good backlog here, just what we're looking for. All right, we got a howdy from Denny Keaton. Sam Talks Finance showed up. I don't touch USOI with a 10-foot pole. Well, I haven't touched it at all. So 10-foot pole, 20-foot pole, or longer. I haven't touched it at all, other than pulling it up on my phone. Doorgunner says, stock market moves way slower than the crypto market. Stock prices will be higher than now, but not like they were before the recent large dip in stocks. Oh, so you don't think they're going to go up to their prior highs? Interesting. Well, um, and the other thing, crypto trades 24/7. So, that's another plus with the crypto market. Jerry Eaton, I bought a long-term call on CS, considering it a lottery ticket. Well, sometimes they can be if you get them right, but it's not something that you can always bank on. Credit Suisse. Ooh, I don't know. After they got crushed last year, you think Credit Suisse is going to come back? Lotto ticket maybe have more probability for winning than that. I don't know about that one. So you say your thesis is that since the book value is way above the current price, it stands good. Yeah, you can't go by that. I know that's what Warren Buffett and his mentor Benjamin Graham, they talk about book value. We don't really live in that market anymore. See, these guys, I mean, they know their stuff, but back in the day, it's rare to find. Here's the thing, okay? It's very, very rare to find a book value, finding something undervalued based on book value. I know, I've tried. I was trying this like in 2019 when I was studying that, and it's just not going to happen with the valuations we have today. You may find it with insurance. The closest you'll come is like insurance and stuff like that, which is the business, ironically, that Mr. Buffett is in, like with Geico. So, but I would say that you can't really go by book value. And if the book value, if it's that low, then the stock is in dire straits. For one thing, it's rare you're going to find that price to book ratio that you're looking for. And if it is, there's more going wrong with that stock than you realize. So I'd probably avoid that with a 10-foot pole, since 10-foot poles are kind of the standard this evening. So I'd even avoid it with a 20-foot pole. But just my take. I don't know about Credit Suisse. All right. So with that being said, Door Gunner says, I hear USOI is crazy volatile. Well, you would know because that's the fund you asked for, right? You asked to look at. I added some NVDY today. Well, good for you. Looks like it's going up. And then you plan to add some NVDY pretty soon also. You said me too. Oh, look who showed up. Hello there. Been a little while. Your questions crack me up. Well, I should say I got out of the shower, but I'm actually, we'll take a guess. Well, see, some of you pay really good attention, some of you don't, but I usually come from the gym and I start these live streams. It's kind of like the best time for me to do it. Energy levels are at the highest point. I'm kind of pumped up, but yeah, I guess it could be either or. I could be, either sweaty or just got out of the shower. But that would be kind of funny. Oh, just get out of the shower, do a video, you know. Anyway, got to cut my hair soon anyway. All right, let's see here. Sam Talks Finance. He read USOI and started sweating. Well, that contributed to it too. And then I saw some of these Credit Suisse comments, and I really started sweating. I own some USOI. It pays, but I can vanish any day. Oh, you have that superpower? Well, try to make some good money with that if you can vanish any day. Invisibility cloak or something. I can vanish too. See, just for a second. Yeah, so you're saying it pays. So some of you like this, some of you don't. I know you corrected yourself here, but I had to have fun with it. I read the comments in chronological order. Remember that. So, all right, what else do we got here? Yeah, USOI is wild. I hear. Don't own any, but I thought you asked for it. You asked. You asked to look at it. Now you're telling me it's wild. Well, let me pull it up again. Let me see. Let me see what I can find. All I see, the stupid iPhone doesn't give me a chart. It just says $75 flat. So I'm gonna have to pull it up on the screen. All right, let's see here. Sam Talks Finance. I'd love to chat with you one-on-one with some of these things. You can. You're more than welcome to come on here. I get random thoughts in the middle of the day or morning. Can't say anything because of waiting for streams. Well, the conundrum with that. See, if I didn't work, I could do this full time. So if the channel was more successful, if I made more than $60 ad revenue per month, I might be able to entertain that idea. That is the goal one day. And trust me, that would be easy. coming on here with all of you all, live streaming 3 times a day, uploading 5 times a day like Meet Kevin does. That'd be easy. I mean, that this is easy work. So, but yeah, you're more than welcome. I don't know if you run a channel or not, but you're more than welcome to come on the podcast. And a few of you, we could even do, honestly, like there's a way, like I can give the link and some of you could even come on here right now. Let's start a chat group like Telegram. Oh, I did start a Discord. I need to you guys are giving me good ideas here. I need to get that ramped up here. Um and then yeah, you were laughing at my disappearing act, I assume. All right, this is my third comment on email. So we're going to go over this a third time now. Now, type in the comment section, those of you that don't know how to find my email, because this is really confounding me. We're all smart numbers people. We're all really good at crunching numbers, but for whatever reason, we can't find an email address. I know, sometimes I get it. Really smart people, like it's hard to, common sense things come hard for us, I guess. But we're going to go over that. I want you to send all this, so I'm going to go over that. And before I do that, yeah, let's start it. I'll get the Discord going as soon as I get a chance here. I've been kind of a chaotic year for me. My idea when I finished school, I was going to have a lot of these things progressing a lot further, but sometimes finishing something you've been working at for a long time, it really does a number on you, and then you realize, oh, I've been missing out on all this other stuff too. So, but I do have big goals for this channel, and I'm gonna keep at it. So, oh, did someone actually find my email? I should send you a super chat if you found my email, because that's like finding some kind of artifact in the ground. It seems like you should get a prize for that. But anyway, we're gonna go over it again. I know some of you've been on here since the beginning, so this is the third time you're gonna see this, but we're gonna go over it again, so not to worry. Let's see. And then I might pull up Yahoo again and go over some more funds. We'll have fun going over funds. I wonder what's his name? Big Lance. He usually likes he likes to comment on my humor. I just want to make sure it stays on par with what it usually is. All right, so let's go back here. Share screen. No, Jerry can't fork it over because you all have to learn the hard way. That's the only way you learn. All right, so let's have some fun here. So you see the screen share, all right? This is my channel. That you all are subscribed to me. If you're not, please do. So if you know how to use YouTube, every channel has like 8 tabs. To the far right, there's an About tab. And it has a channel description, has different info about the channel. And in the middle of the channel, you're going to see details. And you're going to see something that says for business inquiries. And guess what you're going to see after that? And almost in the direct middle of the screen, you're going to see an email address. So yes, that's where the email address is. So hopefully you all can read that. Let me type it in here. It's lifechangingfinancialconsults@gmail.com. So before I ever named the channel, before I ever started the channel, I started this email address because my whole idea was that, the concept I wanted to convey doing this channel was life-changing financial ideas and whatnot. Like I wanted to, the idea was that, the concepts conveyed here could change your life if you applied them correctly, wealth, life-changing wealth, so to speak. Okay, that makes sense. I'm giving you all a hard time here, but yeah, YouTube is different on the phone versus the desktop app. But like, what's his name? KJK Good, who I think his real name is Ken. He hasn't. I still haven't gotten his email, and he's trying to get Jay from YieldMax on here. So, like I say, I'll go over this as often as I need to. But you're right. You're right. I'm looking at my phone here, and I actually, that's strange. Oh well. Well, you know what? I guess I was being a little too hard on you all. Because yeah, it's got my links. Believe it or not, I do have a Discord up here, but I haven't done anything with it. But we will. We're going to get a private Discord chat going. Not to worry. That should be coming here very, very soon. So, okay. Well, there is the email. I look forward to some really good emails from all of you all now for things that can't go in the comment section. And for anyone that still hasn't found the email, I think this comment sums it up pretty well. So, all right, now let's go. We'll look at Yahoo Finance again, I guess. All right, so good attendance here. It's been a few days, but looks like we had 20 of you on here. So that's good. Glad to see a consistent audience here. All right, let's screen share again. And let's see. Yahoo Finance. Is anyone surprised that the S&P and the NASDAQ are very much in the positive for the year? It doesn't seem like it's been that positive of a year for the markets, but those two indexes, well, the NASDAQ's up 19%, the S&P's up almost 9%. So good deal. All right, let's look up USOI. This is Credit Suisse. Yeah, I just, after the news we had like 6 or 7 months ago, or 8 or 9 months ago, and Credit Suisse, I just don't know. Don't know about Credit Suisse. So let's see here. Yeah, see, this one's fallen off big time. This was like, did they do a reverse split or something? Because look at this. This was like $600 at one point. I would have never paid that for this garbage. I'm thinking the pole now has got to extend to 30 feet. I wouldn't touch this with like a 30-foot pole. But look at this yield. I know what you all are thinking here. See, we're like yield junkies is what it is. You all are, it's almost like, what's the best analogy I can use? You're not looking, if this were a person, if this were like, let me see if I can say this. If this were like a woman, you're not looking eye to eye with her. You're looking down. You're not looking, well, what's right in front of you. Okay, this is $75, but this used to be like $600. You're going right to below eye level. You're looking at this yield. You're seeing 39.12%, and your eyes are popping out of your head because you're attracted to this yield. But you're missing how crappy this might be. So let's look at this yield here, because this could be, a yield trap, which you got to be careful for. So, yeah, so this was, and I can tell you this number is skewed because it's going back a year. See, June 2022 is still less than a year ago. May 19th is still less than a year ago. So all these dividends are factored into the annual yield. So you had a 456, you had a 506, a 340. You had all of these factored in to the yield. So it's definitely skewed, for sure. It's definitely skewed. So what you have to look at here, you can see the dividend payouts have been much lower, and I'm even surprised that this fund is sustaining a dividend at this point. So hope you all like my analogy on that. You got to look at the whole picture, not just, you can't just be drawn to what you like. And I know, we're dividend people, we're yield junkies. So, I get it. All right, we got a new fan on here. Matthew Doolittle. Hopefully you do more than a little when it comes to investing. Bought a bunch of TSLY in April. Oh, I can already hit you do more than a little. See, I knew it. Bought a bunch of TSLY in April, hoping for a nice dividend, but they cut it. How dare they? I know, I'm disappointed too. Still good though. Might be worth it more in the long run to just accumulate Tesla stock. Maybe. And from Jerry Eaton here, we got a wow. Thanks for that. Jose Guzman says, anyone shorting oil with SEO, I just started doing so due to the reason that oil dumps during recessions. Does it? Or does it like cause recessions? Or does it what am I trying to say? Is it like a precursor to recessions? And we have a big recession coming. Oh, I hope not. I don't know. They may try to postpone it. Whoever, after next year, get somebody in there. The next guy comes in and blame it on him or her. Who knows? SCO. Let's look at SCO. Pro shares ultra short Bloomberg crude oil. Yeah, but we're not really, the price at the pump is not really dropping. it shouldn't be as high as it is. Looks kind of choppy. I'm looking at it here on my phone. Looks kind of choppy. Oh, look here. I'm looking at this headline here. Buffett sells stakes in 2 banks, raises Bank of America bet. Interesting. Okay. All right. New comments down here. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Oops. USOI is big time boom or bust. I'm thinking more like bust. Honestly, I don't know what the appeal is. You'll have to tell me if you're seeing something I'm not, because I don't know what the appeal is. Okay. Scroll. USOI. Not just a yield trap. They can close, then find what? They can close, then find, and you'll lose all your money. And Credit Suisse just got bought out, so it's not reliable at all. I agree. I don't know what you all are seeing in Credit Suisse, but I'm not seeing anything but avoid. All right. Door Gunner says, maybe use the TSLY dividend to buy Tesla stock. Oh, that's may not be a bad idea. Sam Talks Finance. Tesla doesn't pay that thick dividend, though. No, they don't pay a dividend at all. I refuse to invest in anything that doesn't pay me. Yeah, I kind of agree. And mainly an income investor, TSLY is too juicy to pass up. Well, that's true. You know, we're mostly income investors on here, but some people look at it like these stocks like Tesla when it was running up, or Amazon when it was running up, or Google, you know, all these tech stocks. They look at it that, okay, they didn't pay dividends, but they reinvested basically what would have been paid as a dividend back into the company. So you still got the price appreciation anyway. But to cash out, you would have had to literally cash out and sell shares of the stock, right? So that's that. Sounds like a good strategy. Yeah, maybe. I still like the idea of a stock bar instead of like, you know, we have these like sports bars and stuff, but instead, you know, the girls will know about stocks and finances. Wouldn't that be cool? Oil peaks in May and stays high till September. Okay, we'll take your word for it. I would say I want it in writing, but we already got it. So that's what I like about this. You know, you all, if we were just talking on here, like if this was like just a live stream of all of us, you could say something verbally, but here, got it in writing. I'm just teasing a little bit, but okay. So you think that it's going to peak this month and stay high? It might. Well, because we're going into the summer, so you know we've got that summer blend and winter blend bullshit, right? So, and plus it's the travel season, so isn't it? Let's see. Good idea, Door Gunner. Okay, some agreement there. Sell covered calls for dividend replacement. You could, you know, that is like another dividend. Like I said, about a year ago now, I started that with Blackstone stock because I had a lot of shares of Blackstone. I was able to do like 6 covered calls at a time, and I was making like 1,000 a week in premiums for like 3 weeks in a row. But guess what happened on the 4th week? Got called out of it in the middle of the night. The night thief came and stole the stock. Well, not stole because it cashed me out. I got the cash, but it was disappointing to lose it at the price I had bought it in because it was nice to be able to do those covered calls. But the worst that can happen when you're doing a covered call is that you lose your shares at the strike price. So anyway, all right. Well, it went for about 40 minutes today. If anybody doesn't have anything else, probably going to call it quits there. So thank you all for tuning in. Hope everybody knows now where my email is. I may do a poll. I may just do a funny poll just to make sure you all see it. Maybe I can post it in the community tab anyway, because I get what some of you are saying. It doesn't show up on the mobile app. So anyway, all right. Well, good stream. Thank you all for tuning in. Hopefully I'm back either tomorrow or the day after. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Oh, new comment. What do we got? Let's see. Yeah, good chat. Thank you. You all really make the chat. So thank you. And now that Discord, I will get that Discord going in the next several years or sooner, you know. I'll try to get it going in the next month or so. We'll see. Anyway, all right. Thanks, everyone. Have a good evening. Yeah, you too. Have a good night. Thank you. Awesome. Email me. Just what I need, more emails. So, okay, everyone, take care. See you on the flip side. Like, comment, and subscribe. Spread the word. Thanks for tuning in.